Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here then hello, welcome. Today's video we have our first ever collab. So today's video I have collabed with Olivia's Beauty. I met Olivia, well I've not physically met her because of Corona, but the first lockdown we started talking and, you know, making our friendships online. She's obviously a makeup artist as well and does YouTube, so we thought it'd be a really good opportunity for us to collab and do a video sort of together but not physically together. But you know, the idea of this video is that we have drawn each other's looks for us to do. So Olivia drew my look and then I put my own little, well, pretty much is what she drew, but there's a couple of things that I've changed a little bit and she's done the same over on her channel. So yeah, this is the look we've created, so make sure you go check that out. I'll leave it all below. So yeah, this is the look. Before we do get into it, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment down below if there's any other collabs you want us to do, and make sure you're subscribed and turn the bell on. I realised I forget to say that, and someone told me the other day that I forget to say that, and it's actually a really good thing because people don't want to miss my uploads and stuff. So yeah, make sure you turn the notification bell on so you can see when I do upload Tuesday, Thursdays and Sundays most of the time. Make sure you subscribe, like, I can't remember if I said that now. And yeah, if you want to see how I got this look, then please keep on watching. Welcome back. We've got an exciting video today, as you would have seen from the intro. So I am doing a little collab with Olivia's Beauty. So she's a makeup artist and a YouTuber like me, just doing our thing. We've decided to collab. So she's drawn me a look that I'm gonna do. I think she had high hopes in me with her look, can't lie. So this is the look. I will pop a picture up on the screen, but it's pinks and whites and flowers and really what I like, to be quite honest. But yeah, I've soaped my brows off camera. We're going to be doing a full face today, but we are going to try to not talk as much so it's not a long one. We're going to do eyes first because I can't lie, I am a bit apprehensive about these eyes. I don't really know how it's going to go, but because we are using colour, of course I'm going to go in with my P. Louise base. We're using 04. So on my Peaches soft concealer brush, I'm just going to carve out my brows and pat this on. I have obviously drawn Olivia a look, so make sure you check hers out as well and subscribe and all that good stuff. I will link it below for you. This is the first collab on my channel, so let's make it a good one. Buffing this out. We're gonna do same as usual, one eye on camera, one eye off. I mean, my videos are so long and I only do one eye on camera, so God knows when I do both eyes. Because I think where I do watch YouTube, when I see like a long video, I like them. Like when I see short videos, I'm like, oh, for God's sake, like I want it longer. But then obviously I get that some people like them to be quite short. I think it obviously depends on if you watch YouTube or not, because I will just have it in the background. And of course it does depend on this type of video, how long they should be. But I think that's why I do my videos, like normally average is like 30 minutes because I like them. When I watch them, I like 30-minute videos, so let me know if that's not the case. So I think I'm going to be going in with my Be Perfect Carnival XL palette. The picture is like dark pink to light pink. I think I'm going to be using Funky and Pep Talk. So just on this Unicorn Cosmetics brush, it's just a really thin, precise brush, but it's quite good to pack on this colour. So we're going in with Funky first. I've got so much stuff in front of me that literally I cannot move one little bit. Right, so I'm going in with Funky, which is this shade here. So the look that she's done is like one of them looks where basically all it does the cut crease, like, so we're gonna place the cut crease this colour where you would do a cut crease. Oh my God, I cannot function right today. We're zooming you in. My skin though, I don't know what's going on. So we're just packing this colour where we would cut the crease. And don't worry if like, I'm just literally placing this colour down at first because half of this will get wiped away because we will clean it up. but I've just got to place the colour down first. These pigments in this palette, insane. And we're gonna bring this to the end of our eyebrow. Did I say this already? But this is the first like colourful, like creative look I think I'm doing on my channel. I've been trying to keep it not too crazy just yet. Sometimes these looks don't always go to plan, or they take ages. So yeah, out of my comfort zone a little bit today, but first time for everything. So here's where we're going with this. I am gonna join it like so, packing this colour on to get the most pigment. And like, don't stress, I didn't do these looks for quite a long time. I used to just keep it like client glam, soft glam. It was the first lockdown actually where I started getting a bit creative. It's daunting, and at first you're like, I do not know where to even begin. I've not done a creative look in a while, to be fair. And then on a Morphe M562 brush, you know I love this brush, really skinny thin brush. I'm just gonna go in with Peptal. I'm gonna start to buff out this pink shade. Same as any other normal blending process, we're just gonna take half on and half off. Really light pressure. I don't know whether to do the flowers with gems or to draw it. Now, gems is technically the easier way, but then it's also gems, and gems stress me. They literally stress me out. So technically for me, it ain't the easy option, but I'm not I think I've touched on this before. Like I never was artistic. Like I don't know where the makeup career come in the artistic skill set, because yeah, I'm not actually artistic, so drawing flowers not ideal. I'm gonna go back in with Funky. We have lost quite a bit of that colour, and we're just gonna reinforce this. To be fair, actually, this is the first video as well I'll actually show you how I do a cut crease. I said that it would be coming soon. I just didn't think this soon, but this will sort of obviously be me cutting the crease as well, so we can clear up and put that white down. And then back in with Pep Talk, tiny bit just to really soften. Don't want no harsh lines. Very bright. Right, I'm gonna leave this here for now and cut the crease and see what I'm working with. Some people might not do it this way, but I prefer that I get to the point where I'm like, I can't see, if I keep blending this, I can't see what I'm doing. I need to cut the crease to see what I'm working with, if that makes sense. Before going in to cut your crease, I always, which actually I never used to, but since doing it makes such a difference. So basically you get a little cotton pad. My ones are from Isoclean. They are like cardboard ones, so it's good for the environment. And then with a bit of micellar water, what you're gonna do is you're gonna clear away, that's what I was saying, like all this colour underneath. Obviously my cut crease is gonna be higher than this, so we're gonna wipe away all that pink that you basically don't want. People do this all different ways. Some people use Vaseline, some people use makeup wipes. I just find cotton pads work well for me. So as you can see, I'm just cleaning it all up. Obviously that will then take away the P. Louise base, but I cut the crease with the P. Louise base anyway, so I'll just be reapplying it. This is also good because then when you, this was what I noticed the most difference of, like when you then, say like when you want to cut your crease and you put like a colour over it, if you've still got all that colour there, the P. Louise base then like isn't the colour that it should be. It turns into like a pink, say in this case. So if you actually clear it all away, then you get the like cleanness of it, if that makes any sense. Again, taking it higher than my actual crease so that when you open your eyes you can see it. And then what I'll do is I'm going to go back in with Funky, and anywhere that I feel that it needs, because now you can see like what the crease is going to look like, so I will just go in and deepen it just around there, obviously trying to avoid where you have just taken it away. But if you need to go back in, there's no drama. These looks, again, I would just say they take time and practice, and yeah, you're not gonna get an amazing cut crease the first time you do it, but like how are you gonna expect to get good at them if you don't just practice? So yeah, just do them, and your first ones, they're not gonna be the best, can't lie to you, but practice makes perfect. Going in with that blending brush, I've not actually picked up any more product, but I'm just gonna buff this out. cutting the crease, like I said, I'm going to go back in with the P. Louise base. And then my favourite brush to cut the crease out with is my Dull Beauty DB14. So it's just a concealer brush, but it's tiny. And you're going to want to warm the P. Louise base up on the back of your hand, and I will make sure both sides of the brush are coated so that it's really, really thin. Can you see? Just gonna stamp where I want my crease to go, starting right from the inner corner. I'm just stamping it, and it doesn't, the first one doesn't have to be the neatest. We are gonna go in and neaten it up, but we're just stamping out where we want that line to go. And I'm just gonna keep doing this until I'm happy, till I've neatened it up. So obviously with the P. Louise base, it does work better when you are like patting it in, and it gets more like tacky. This literally smells unreal. Should have said that in my first impressions. I didn't think to smell it. Rubbish bronzer, no offense, but it smells nice. And then the same, join it up. I think I'm better off doing things on camera. It's the pressure. I think it actually works in my favour. So I'm super happy with that. Little cut crease moment. Of course, I'm a perfectionist though, so I will keep going back in. I'm just gonna go across a little bit just to blend this a little bit, this line, just because it's a little harsh. Obviously over this we are putting white, so there is a white in this palette right in the corner called Pillow Talk. The key thing, obviously now you've cut the crease, even though we're going in with another colour on top, you want to keep it so it's a nice thin concealer brush again, because we're basically got to keep it within the lines. And again, just packing this on where I put that P. Louise base. Wow, I've not actually done a look like this, so we get the most payoff. And then the same, just obviously being careful when I'm coming up to where we've cut that crease, because otherwise then you are going to lose the work you've done. Don't worry about under here, we're just making sure this stays as neat as possible. It's always a killer when you do a cut crease because you're so concentrating for so long. I just like to clean up underneath quickly just so I can see what I'm working with. I am very much so like, I like to keep it neat, if that makes sense, while I do it, because otherwise I feel like I can't see what is going on. Do you know what I mean? Am I the only one like that? Oh, I'm obsessed. I love it. So I feel like I want to do a pink liner, but I need to look at the picture again. Oh, so she's actually drawn a flower on. So I'm going to do a flower here, I feel like. Do I draw one? Or do I try and fit one on my lid of gems? I don't know, I don't know. So across the lash line, I'm going to go in with Funky. I'm just going to run this along the lash line. Okay, cool. I'm pleased with this so far. So this is the finished like eye makeup look, and then I am going to add some flowers, but I'm going to add it with gems. So now is the tricky part. I'm going to go off camera, going to do the other eye and do lashes, put some lashes on, and then we'll be back just to quickly go through the skin. Okay, eyes are complete. I went in with the Prima lashes in Naughty. I love these lashes, and because they're quite winged out, I thought perfect for this look. So for skin prep, of course, we're going in with the Glow Tonic. So if you're up to date with my videos, my drugstore video, that makeup lasted me so long. It literally didn't budge. I think it was a mixture of that primer was really good. I feel like it really stuck my makeup on, and the powder. The powder I was really impressed with. So that was the Lottie London loose powder. I think that is definitely up there with one of my favourite drugstore powders now, which is good. We've found one. So yeah, really impressed with that makeup. I could not believe it was all drugstore, because I didn't even use my Bobbi Brown that day, and although I do love this stuff. And then I'm gonna put some eye cream on, especially because I had a lot of the colour like fall out on my under eyes. I am actually going to do my under eye first today. I normally always do that when it's a colourful look, because obviously I go in with a P. Louise base underneath, and you want it to be the same colour as on top, if that makes sense. So I just get a tiny bit of that P. Louise base, and I just get on my taxi brush, and I'm just going to run it underneath Obviously when it's a soft glam look it doesn't really matter because you don't need as much colour payoff, but any bright colourful looks I tend to do my under eye first. Don't get me wrong, I see some makeup artists and they always just do their whole eye and then go on to base, like all the time. It doesn't matter what look it is, but I chop and change. I'm gonna go in with the same brush with Funky, really simple under eye, just running that along the lash line. You do want to make sure though that you are like, so basically you want to make sure you're connecting it and that it all goes up together, if that makes sense. And the same on the other eye. And then with the same brush, buffing that out with Pep Talk, joining it all up, blending it all together. I'm also going to take my Morphe liner in Bamboo, so it's a nude, and I'm going to put this in my waterline just to brighten up my eye. Okay, eyes are complete until obviously right at the end when we add the gems. But skin, I'm gonna put a bit of this on, the Revolution Blurring Balm. Really enjoying this, really do like it. Does actually really minimise pores, smooths everything over. Right, I'm then gonna spot conceal or like any of this redness that I've got going on just with my Born This Way Too Faced concealer. I mean, I say spot conceal and then I end up doing like the whole of my face, but you know what I mean. Just doing it with my sponge, just buffing that in. Really notice the difference doing this because then you sort of like are all one colour before you go in with your foundation. I mean, it does mean that you are putting on more product, but I just think it sort of really helps your skin. And then today's foundation, I'm going to go in with the ABH Luminous Foundation. Love this stuff, it is a good one. I'm just patting this with my PCOA, and then as always in with the sponge, really pressing this into the skin. And then I'm going to go back in with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I'm using the shade Natural Beige, so I'm just going to use this for my under eye. You can obviously use this concealer to clear up any mistakes you've made with the eye, or like if you just want to sharpen it. And then my forehead. So I'm gonna, with my Real Techniques brush, just buff this out. This concealer is like literally the same colour as the foundation. It's not too brightening, but I will go in with a brightening concealer. Like I was saying in my last video, I do actually really like going in with two concealers at the moment, just because I feel like this obviously gives the coverage, and then I literally go in with the tiniest bit with a brighter one just to give that brightening effect. Sun's coming out now. This weather is mental. It's actually crazy. Obviously where you have done your under eye first, you do need to be careful. And then I brighten with Pearl, just my under eye, tiniest little bit. Same brush, I just pat this. I keep this really like here towards my nose. That is where I focus it, just to really brighten up that inner corner under eye. Don't worry as well about like the under eye. I always will go back in with that blending brush that I use with the lighter shade and soften it, because obviously once you do put the concealer down, it does create a bit of a harsher line. For contour today, I'm going to go in my Bobbi Brown. Gonna warm face up, so I'm using Warm Walnut, buffing that into the skin. And of course, going in with, where is it? How bizarre. Oh, here it is, right in front of my eyes. What is wrong with me? So it's the Molly O'Brien Ava brush, and just bringing it down my nose. Like so. And I've actually got a new product that I'm gonna try for cream blush today. So it's the Stila cream blush that I got from Look Fantastic. Look at that bad boy. Right, I think I'm gonna go in with a brush on it. Stunning. Wow. Oh yeah, you know what I'm like for a peach blush. I knew I was gonna like this. Nice and creamy, easy to use, blended lovely. It's very pigmented as well. I've literally hardly had to go in with any, and there is pigment shining through. Gonna take my Stay Matte powder and we're gonna do our under eye, just making sure there's no creases. You can just see a difference already, like how this makes it go matte under your eye. It's so good. Everything from that drugstore I've like fell back in love with. Never underestimate the drugstore, that is for sure. I'm so excited to obviously I'm filming this now, but I'm excited to see Olivia's one. She has already done hers. She's more organised than me, but I've seen her finished look. It's very good, but I'm excited to see her video as well, of course. And then we're gonna go in with the Laura Mercier, I can't ever say that last word, like I'm not French. Is it French? I think so. Sponge, of course, and I'm just gonna bake. Literally after the other day when I done that wear test, I'm like, am I oily again? Like, what's going on with my skin? Like, was it the foundation or am I oily? So I've literally been going in with more powder. I mean, I am dry skin. I think it was the foundation, but I'm like, let me just go in with extra just in case. Lovely. Then for bronzer, I'm gonna take my Dull Beauty Gimme Sun in medium deep on my Zoeva brush, and I'm just gonna warm my face up. Wow, hello bronzer, let's pat you out. Very pigmented. Okay, this bronzer is so pigmented, but it is beautiful. It's one of my favorites, and like, look how easy it blends out. That is when you know it's a good product. Forehead, I'm running low on my Laura Mercier, but I can see it in there, but it just won't come through, which is really annoying. So for brows, of course, I'm going in with my Morphe. I'm using the shade Latte. The easiest brows you ever did see. Wipe the bake away. Just gonna go in with some nose contour using the same bronzer, just down the sides of my nose. For blush, I'm going in with my Dull Beauty Costa del Sol blush. Again, these are so pigmented as well. Spraying my face with my hydrating mist. Look how dirty this top has got. Beautiful. Just gonna let that soak in. I'm actually gonna go in again. See, the drugstore, just pulling it out of the bag with the baked highlighter. Really enjoyed this actually. It wasn't as like, look how intense it looks there. Like, it was obviously intense, but like a nice way. Do you know what I mean? Whoa, okay, intense today then. Crazy. Bit on my nose. If it does like get a bit intense, I'll just always go back in with my bronzer brush just to buff it in. Like so. I'm gonna put a bit on my inner corners, my eye. Still got to add these gems. Beautiful. For lips, I'm gonna go in with my Dull Beauty lip liner in You Go Girl. And I'm gonna put Get Lippy on. What a combo. I'm gonna go back in with it just to blend the lines. You know, it's been stressing me out. And like, I suppose in a way it's a good thing to stress out about, but basically I have a abnormally larger bottom lip. So obviously that's why I overline my top lip to make them more even. But like, when I take pictures, like no joke, like it just hangs. So when I take pictures, you can like see literally inside my mouth, like here, and then the lipstick's not, only I understand. And then I'm gonna go in with my Kiko number 17 glass. Oh yeah, wow. Right, okay, well that noise, I'm sorry about, that is when my mum turns the water on and that makes that noise. But we're going for the gems now, and do you know what, I'm not even, I like, sorry Olivia, but I like this bit. I'm just gonna add a flower to each side. So I'm gonna go in with some gems, and let's be real, while I do this I'm not gonna be talking anyway, so I might even just put some music, background music on, because it's very difficult. But I've got these off Amazon, so this is what I use for like when I do all my creative looks, and it literally has got every single colour. So we're gonna go with baby pink Obs. Honestly, gems are so fiddly, and I just don't think they're gonna sit right on my lid, so we're just gonna put them like here. Wish me luck. Right, so, and as well, these are good because they've got all different sizes. So I'm gonna get one of, oh, I've got fake nails on as well. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be fun, guys. Might just cut to the end. of the look. I'm joking, right? So going, and I'm just gonna stick that there. Hopefully they don't fall off while I'm doing this. I do normally, let me go get my tweezers, 1 second. I've got my tweezers. Then I'm gonna go in like with the one smaller to do the petals. This is why I hate doing gems. And my mum hates it as well because there's literally gems everywhere. I am gonna time lapse this because we could be here a while. Is one done. Now the hope is that this doesn't fall off while I'm doing this one, because that always happens. I'm starting to do them and then they're all falling off. And yeah, any tips on how to do gems easier, please let me know, because I'm pretty sure I'm doing everything that I'm meant to do, and I just think they're very, very difficult to do. Do you know what I mean? It's just a fiddly task. How people, oh my god, when I saw people doing like their full face of gems like near Halloween and stuff, and the captions like, this took me 6 hours, I would not have sat there. I've not got a lot of patience, right? Let's just put that out there. I have enough patience to do makeup, like these little things. I've been sitting here nearly 3 hours. I would not have the patience for 6 hours with gems. Hats off to anyone that does that. I don't know how you do it. Anyone that does insane gem looks, like, give me some tips, because this is as good as it gets. There we go. We all on? Yes, we're done. Okay guys, that is the finished look. I hope I have done you proud, Liv. I hope you like it. I can't wait to see yours. I'm just so excited. Yeah, I love this look. I've not done a look like this in so long, so thanks for putting me out of my comfort zone. I feel like makeup artists as well, it's very, like, it's easy to just stick to the same, like what you know. And lately I have been doing all different colours and stuff, but I've been very much like soft glam. I've not done a cut crease like this in a while, so yeah, it's always good to be pushed, especially while I had to film the whole thing. Normally I'm in my zone and just, yeah, don't have to actually talk and do it at the same time. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this come out. Make sure you check out Olivia's video as well to see what I drew for her and how she got on with that. I'll leave it all below, her Instagram, her YouTube, her video, all of that down below. So make sure you go subscribe, show some love over there. And yeah, this is the finished look. Make sure you like my video as well. And yeah, if there's any other collabs you want us to do, then let us know. Hope you enjoyed this look. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.